Okay, hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. VeChain update because it has hit my target area that I had on the chart for weeks and weeks now. So we finally got into the target area, which first seemed to be like ridiculously low prices, but yesterday VeChain moved very fast here to the downside, lost quite a bit and came into my target area. So if we go to the daily chart, because we want to know now how much more correction can we expect, is it over? So the target area was sitting here between the 0.887 fib level at 3.3 cents and let me just check, because that was not a fib level there. Here normally I would have it set between the 0.887 and the 0.786 fib level, but the 0.786 fib level was a bit too high for this target area, because the wave A, as it came down here in its corrective wave A, it did go below the 0.786 fib level. And you can see that here where my mouse is. Therefore, as a wave C should always come below the wave A. Therefore, my target area started below the wave A. And that means the target area was sitting between 3.3 cents and here 5.5 cents. And as you can see, the price did go into the target area yesterday, continuing today. But yeah, it's great, because this now gives me and everybody who follows me on Discord and everything the opportunity to buy VeChain at very attractive prices if anybody's interested in doing so, of course. I'm not telling you to buy, as always. This is not financial advice, but I'm doing it. What we can identify here on the VeChain chart is a descending trend line, in my view, which is probably contributing to the current support level. It's I think it has actually dropped below it, or it's just holding there. It's not 100% clear. But in the end, it doesn't matter. It has come into the target area, and we can expect here probably lower prices, I would say. I don't think it's over yet. And the reason why I don't think it's over yet is that, first of all, my larger analysis on Bitcoin, I do expect lower prices for Bitcoin. That would then also mean that we can expect lower prices for VeChain. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down all the way to 3.3 cents. Bear in mind, if we go down all that way, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will stay there for a while. It could just be a short wick, which is why I personally set my buy orders in advance, because in the crypto market there can be sudden buy orders trigger, or suddenly people start to buy it up very quickly, or the whales buy it up or whatever. And I don't want to miss these low prices. That is why I dollar cost average in now at certain levels here. And you can find these on Discord if you join as a channel member. Overall, I think that wave count was on spot. We had here a larger wave 1 to the upside. This is a wave 2. It's all part of an A, B and C correction, a large ABC, where the wave A happened in July, the wave B happened in November, and the wave C is happening now. And we seem to be towards the end of the wave C, even though I personally can't see anything yet in the indicators that would tell me the correction is over. But compared to where we come from at around 20 cents here with that wave B, the downside potential is fairly limited, but I do expect personally still lower prices. But theoretically, the price could now move up from here. It has done what it needs to do in terms of its correction, which is great news, which means we come closer towards the lower support level of that target area, and to get there is certainly a possibility. If we take a look here on the daily chart, the indicators, we can see that on the daily we're now oversold, which actually means or makes it likely that we have some support here, that we find a bit of support and that we might move up a little bit before we might come down into the target area again. But for me, these are very attractive prices to buy, and I think the correction could be over just looking at the rules of the Elliott waves, because we have come into that wave C target area. Yes, there is more space, and that there is more space we can see on the weekly chart. or even if I just go to the 4-day chart, there is a bit more space here to drop further on the 4-day as well, and on the MACD, even though it was looking like here that the buying pressure was or the selling pressure was dropping off. You can see that here on the MACD, it has now started again. So if anything would be bullish, you wouldn't see that buying pressure or that selling pressure increase. So we see that at the moment, and if we take a look on the weekly chart, we can see that as well. It's actually going down further, and there is still quite a bit of space here on the weekly chart for further price drops. But what we need to say, the space is getting limited. Yeah, so we are now at the 37, 38 level of the RSI on the weekly, and at 30 you start the oversold range. So while there is a bit more space, I think the downside potential is limited, but as I said, a 3.3 cent VeChain would all be within the scope of expectation. But looking at the next moves up, then, you know, here we take the fibs obviously from the low to the high of the wave 1, and then it gives us an idea of where in the next wave up, which would be the wave 3, oftentimes the most bullish wave, where the prices are most likely to land. And here about a wave 3, we talk at least about the 1.618 extension at 45 cents. But because a wave doesn't always just move in a straight line, there will be ups and downs, there will be possible extensions. We could possibly talk about the 2.618 level at 72 cents. That is definitely what I think is very realistic. And if you think about a 3.3 cent VeChain all the way up to 72 cents in an ideal case, I mean, you can calculate what kind of a potential that might be. In my view, that could be a 10 to 20x potential for VeChain in the next move up. Therefore, for me, a 5.4 cent price or a 3.3 cent price in the grand scheme of things doesn't make a great difference. Of course, it will matter in the end, but I think dollar cost averaging in for me is the right strategy here at the moment. I think it's getting attractive. It is a great project anyway. And that's pretty much my view on VeChain here today. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.